Oh my god, Ricky, you're a disgrace to the magic community. It upset me a little, and that's what I hate about magic. When your boy's doing this, you know it's serious. So my last... Okay. Let me put that over there. Okay, I think we're ready. We are ready to rumble. Let me stick my phone on El Silento, because you know we had something going on last week. Wagwan! That's not a proper introduction. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Ricky2ra podcast, episode 66. Lucky for some. How is everybody doing? Are we good? Are we keeping well? Welcome back. So nice, I had to say it thrice. Yeah, guys, I'm very, very chilled. I'm chilled today. I don't know why. I just felt proper chilled. It's cold here in Leeds today. Filming this on the Monday, and yeah, it's very chilly, especially when I come into the shop. For those that don't know or have not seen any of my content before, I film probably at least 90% of my stuff in here, and we have open fridges. That means whenever I'm in here, it's like an ice box. So in the summer, it's fantastic. That means that I can come in here with a t-shirt on, shorts, you know, if the customers want to see a bit of leg. That was a joke, by the way. However, in winter, it's a different story. It's a different story, bruv. It's an ice box, and I haven't done it yet, but I probably will. It'll either be tonight or definitely tomorrow. I'll have to wear another layer, and I haven't done that since. This is how you know we're in England when I'm talking about shit like this. I haven't done that since probably March, April, early this year. So yeah, your winter is coming. I've not seen Game of Thrones, but I know that's from Game of Thrones. Shout out to everybody that's seen Game of Thrones. Let me know if it's any good. I might give it a watch. I'll tell you what, you know, before we dive into this part 2 of why I hate magic. My TikTok, probably about a week or two ago, the algorithm had sent me Breaking Bad clips, and I was watching them, reminiscing over the times back at sixth form when I used to watch it online. This was after it had been released, so I binged every single season. So your boy went through a lot, and you know, your boy was, when was this, 10 years ago? Your boy was about 15, 16, so you know, them late nights where you're just binging, you don't care about the world, no responsibilities, F school. So yeah, it was one of them, and it just took me back, the clips, and I was like, you know what? Your boy might just need to restart Breaking Bad again. Because I've seen Breaking Bad, and I've seen Better Call Saul. I think I've seen the first season when that came out. I haven't seen any more, but I've heard it's amazing. And I haven't seen that El Camino movie as well. So I am a little behind. And I haven't really watched it since 10 years ago. So your boy might be influenced by TikTok. But anyway, guys. Yo, that was like a little throwback episode right there, wasn't it? You know, when I used to talk about all TV shows and stuff. But yeah, your boy is doing the part 2 today in the Ricky2ra podcast. Why I hate magic, part 2. Last week was a bit controversial, and it is a controversial topic coming from a magician, but you've got to have stuff you love, you've got to have stuff you hate. I'm sure it'd be the same in every single industry for rappers, musicians, producers. What do you love about producing? What do you hate about producing? It could be anything. Now, last week, people, I talked about... I feel like because I got the mic in my hand, I need to do some sort of like... Anyway, I talked about sometimes people think it's to fool them. Other magicians feel bigger than others. Then I decided to skip a few, and I went to Magicians Not Interacting with People Properly and Speeding Up Performances. Did I talk about Magicians Not Interacting with People Properly? I cannot remember. I either did 3 points or 4 points. Anyway, let's get straight into it, alright? Them points that I just talked about, people, if you did not hear that, please click on to my last episode. Whether you're watching on YouTube, just click onto the last one. It is a really good episode, by the way, because your boy didn't hold back. Your boy came in with the smoke. And if you didn't, or if you're listening to this, on podcast platforms, just click onto the episode behind. You've got your headphones on, or you just listen to this in the background on your computer, phone, etc. So yeah, just do it, and I'll see you in this episode. Okay, for the people that are still staying, or if you've returned, what do you think of that episode? And let me get into the points right now. I feel very chilled and musically. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. You guys came here for one thing and one thing only. I'm not playing that song. Anyway, so what are we going to go with? We are going to go with not good products on the market. Oh my god, Ricky, you're a disgrace to the magic community. What I mean by not good products in the market is you have a lot of products in the magic community. This is very magician driven, and I'm going to try bring this back to you guys that are casual listeners or viewers as well, to let you know what I'm talking about. But there are certain products on the market that have taken years and years to perform, tinker with, and release. A lot of magicians as well don't release their products or their DVDs, equipment, etc. until they've actually perfected it to themselves, where they're happy to distribute it, release it independently or with a big company. However, there's just not good ones on the market. You can tell the difference, right? So from somebody that's done this for a long time compared to somebody that's just learned something and be like, you know what, I'm going to put a bit of a twist on it and just release it. Sometimes these can be great. I'm going to do a counter argument as well. They can be great, meaning that the ones that take less time and they just want to just put it on the market for you to buy, they can be good. And they're little gems that you can find, but they're not all the time. And I'm just talking about in general that sometimes there's just not good products on the market, and they make it look so good in the trailers, and then it's absolute dog shite when you get it, and you're like, this, what the hell is this? And then you sometimes look at it and you look at the way that it's produced and the gimmicks, and it's like, well, I can't be arsed doing this. I've just spent about 50-60 quid on this. What the hell am I going to do? And I've been there, and this isn't me dissing anybody. I feel like whoever's put the time and effort into their product that knows they have a good product. It's the feedback at the end of the day. So if somebody's watching this and be like, well, Ricky, stop being an absolute, dickhead. Well, from the reviews, right? It's like somebody coming up to this podcast and be like, Ricky, podcast shite. I'll be like, I'll take that feedback on board and I'll try and make it better. I'd probably DM independently and be like, yo, what can I improve on? However, the products, don't get me wrong, there's great products on the market, alright? I bought Raven, for the magic people that know about that. Old school. I bought Raven, loved it. There's only a little bit of tinkering you need to do with it, but I loved it. I've not performed it, but I love it. I love the manoeuvring of it. I know sometimes it can be a bit time consuming, sometimes you got to wear the right clothes and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a great product, right? You can tell it has time and effort into it. They've done a lot around the gimmick, a lot of adjustables for you. Everybody's different. Some products are just shite. Sometimes it can be a download that's like has an amazing video, and it's just like when you open it, it's absolute dog shite. Now this could go back into last week's episode where I talk about some people think magic is to fool them. Well, however, taking this into the magic community, sometimes magicians fool other magicians on buying their product, which could be shite. Get where I'm coming from now. There's a bit of a connection, combination. So yeah, it's one of them ones. I do not think all products are shite. So this isn't me hating on all magic products. This is me just talking about a few. And there are many, many products out there and tutorials out there that you can buy, and they're absolutely amazing, whether that be updated on an old classic. I know I totally forgot the magician's name now. I've got his picture in my head of exactly who he is. However, there is a classic called 3-Card Monty. Now, that is an old school kind of hustler. Oh, I've got the fly's coming to the podcast, wagwan. Anyway, there's an old school classic called 3-Card Monty, which is like kind of an old school hustler. You got to follow the queen with 2 aces, blah, blah, blah. You can do it to hustle you. Now, there is a magician, and I feel like I've got a name. Is it Gerard? It starts with a G. I hope it does. He's got an amazing standing 3-Card Monty that I'm hoping to purchase one day. I've been looking at it for a while, actually. It's been released a while ago. Nothing new. And I can just tell that that's awesome. Do you know, like, the way that he performs it? And you can just tell that's a great product. And the feedback on it as well. Obviously, he's got the testimonials, but the feedback on it seems great as well. And it's kind of like my style, that, anyway. I love doing stand-up, close-up. You guys know about this as well. And that's just a great product on the market. Now, I'm not going to say any examples of products that I think are shit. Alright? I feel like that's your own, for the magicians out there. That's for you to do your research on. It's not hard. Just look at the reviews and what people have said on YouTube, reviews under the product. You'll know. It's kind of just buying something off Amazon, just like a normal casual. You're just getting something on Amazon. Oh, should I get this? Let me read the reviews. If it's shite, you don't get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just feel like sometimes there can be products that kind of fool you, and they'll just be absolutely just not good at all. Sometimes the gimmick could be easily breakable. Sometimes you're just not performing it right. That could be another counter argument, meaning, well, Ricky, you've bought my product and I've told you how to do it in the tutorial. You've messed that up yourself, mate. I've told you. Could be an argument there as well, but that's just my opinion on that and my point. And hate's a strong word. Hate is a very strong word. However, it can be frustrating when you get something and you're very excited about it, and when you open it and it's not really what you expected it to be, and you could have been put into a different thought through the actual trailer, and when the actual product turns up, it's not what you expected it to be, and you're just very disappointed, and it's absolute shit. Anyway, that's what I think of that. That's what I think of that. So, not good products in the market. We've just talked about that. If you've already come this far, come on. If you're listening to this or you're watching this, come on. Like and subscribe. Rate the podcast as well. I appreciate it, man. Your boy's rocking something new. A new hoodie. Just a plain, I'd say a cream hoodie today. You guys have got an exclusive watching this on YouTube. You haven't seen this. I feel like I'm about to do a catwalk or something like that, but I'm not. Alright, I'm not even. I think this is from Zara or ASOS. Got it as a birthday gift or even a Christmas gift, I can't remember. But yeah, man, I'm not promoting anything at all. I just this is a new one because you guys know I like my hoodies, man. Your boy was rocking the Sean John last week. Your boy's rocking something a bit lighter now. Anyway, so guys, I'm going to go into the the second one of this, and magicians. This is it's gonna be a fun one. I like talking about stuff like this. Magicians beefing other magicians. All right. So whoever's listening or watching this right now, so you right there. Who do you think's beefed with someone like a magician? Like who? I've got one in mind. Do you want to know who it is? Can you think of one? Okay, I'll go. It's okay. I'll go. It's okay. So, Dynamo and Chris Angel. Remember their beef? It wasn't a proper beef. Like it took the headlines on the news, where it were like Eamon Holmes be like, yo, we got Chris Angel beefing Dynamo. You know, that is not how Eamon Holmes talks. But you know what I mean. It wasn't like blown out of proportion. However, I remember when Dynamo released Magician Impossible 1, and I believe he was either recording or released his second season as well. And I remember watching something on YouTube. This was when I got into magic as well, so you're talking about 2011, 2010. And I remember watching something on YouTube of Chris Angel on a radio show saying that Dynamo had copied some of his stunts that he'd done. I believe this was after his second season, because Chris Angel was talking about Dynamo walking down of a building. He did do that in season 2. And Chris Angel compared it to him walking down something. He'd done it before anyway. And walking on water, Chris Angel had done that, I believe, on a river or in a pool as well. And he was talking about Dynamo copying his stance as well, with the arms out. And it was a bit like, at the time, how old would I have been? Like 13, 14, 15 maybe. I was like, damn man, I like these two. Because I actually watched Chris Angel before Dynamo. Like Chris Angel had been about before. And I actually like Chris Angel stuff. I still like Chris Angel, but I very rarely watch his content now. But big up Chris Angel, he's doing very well. And yeah, Dynamo was like my catalyst for going. So seeing these two beef, somebody that I'd seen very, very early on, and somebody that I'm really enjoying and getting into magic, it upset me a little. And that's what I hate about magic. I know people beef, alright? But when it's in the magic community is getting larger and larger. But back then, it wasn't talked about as much. And I know Dynamo had brought it big in the UK again, but I just feel like the beef shouldn't have really happened. And that's just my opinion. And that's the thing that I hate about stuff like this, especially in the magic community, because the thing about magic is it's already been done. Whatever you see from your magician that you know, whether that's David Blaine, Dynamo, Penn and Teller, blah blah blah, it's been done before, okay? All the magicians know this. Everybody just puts the twist on something, and whether that's done before, where I've talked about the 3-card Monty thing, where it's like, yeah, somebody's done it, like they've updated it, fair enough. If it's great, it's great. But if somebody's done a TV show before, and then you're doing your thing on a TV show, and it's not intentional that you're copying that person, but you're just doing it anyway because you know it's like your thing, you're going to do it, like Dynamo walking on the water, there's no need to beef, bro. There should be like a congratulations, do you know what I mean? Like there should be some sort of like, yo bro, I've seen the success of your first season, like big up your second season as well. Like if there was another magician doing magic in a shop, like they're in the same position that I'm in, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would feel like a bit like, oh shit, here we go, are they copying me? But then when I see like I'm sure like when over time when I see the content, I'll be like, hell, like I'm gonna have to bleep that out. I'm gonna be like, wow, that's awesome, and it would be healthy competition. But I wouldn't beef them. I wouldn't be like, yo, bruv, like you're doing it in the shop, like you're totally copying my style, man. Like you're doing this with this, but I was doing this first. You know, like what's the point? Like we're all adults here. Even if it was a kid, like you're gonna be an adult anyway. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there's no need to beef, and I understand there's beef. There's been some beef recently as well, but that was under different circumstances. I think it was Kayla Morelli, an illusionist. But look, I'm just talking about stuff that I know properly about, and this Chris Angel Dynamo one, there's no need to beef, and I feel like if a lot more people in the community support each other, I feel like it would grow rapidly as well, and I do see that happening with the Ben Earl and the Illusionist link up, so I do feel like it's taking the correct direction, but there's just certain times where it's like if people beef each other, it kind of brings the community down as a whole, because we're not on a major level compared to other industries and genres. But look, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion on that, and I believe that supporting each other, being there with each other, and contributing, and what's the word I'm looking for? Collaborating will take us much further as a community. Yeah, guys, listen, 3 is the magic number. I'm going to do a third point. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and for you guys that don't know, especially for you that's listening or watching, I hope you're taking in this information if this is very new for you. If it is new for you, hit the like button because you've just learned something. If it is not new for you but it's just refreshing, fair play to you, hit the like button and subscribe. Your boy's going to do a lot of stuff like this as well. We do this every Monday in the shop, Podcast Mondays, I'm going to call it. And yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot more of this podcast stuff as well, because I like doing this. Podcast is a thing that I did since lockdown, so big up the podcasters. The third and final. Should we make it a lot more controversy? Let's see what we got. We got ooh. Okay, I've talked about this before. Oh, you see, look, when your boy's doing this, for the people that are watching on YouTube, when your boy's doing this, it's serious. So my last point is, and I've talked about this before, I've made 2 parts on this, but I feel like it does fit very, very well into why I hate magic. People faking the magic. Bruv, why do you need to fake the magic? Does views mean everything to you? Like, do views, subscribers, and fame, does that mean a lot to you that you need to fake your craft? Like, I'm in the shop, so I'm a shopkeeper as well. Should I fake that? Should I just pretend to have somebody come in and get something and then leave and then call it a day and be like, yeah? It makes no sense, and I totally get for magic, you can get stooges and actors and stuff, and it makes your content look so much more great on social media, but at what cost? Is your life going to get improved? Yes, you've got views, you've made some money, but is that what you want your life to be? Doing fake magic? And I totally understand the people that have done it at the start and they've realised, oh crap, I've learnt through that, and then they just stop it. Like, I totally respect that. Even people that had done it in the middle, so that the magic wasn't working for them, they weren't getting the reactions they wanted, they've done it in the middle and they've got the views and stuff, but then they've stopped because they know it wasn't that good. And they've continued doing magic again, putting the craft in, putting the work and getting the reactions. I just feel like fake magic isn't here in the magic community. That's my opinion on that. And I feel like people need to stop, especially with these shorts, TikTok and YouTube, these 5-second videos. I feel like the fake magic, it's not, don't get me wrong, it can be entertaining, and I've done it where, I've not done it like meaning I've done fake magic. I mean, like, I've done it where I've watched like fake prank videos and I thought they were real, and they're mad entertaining, but when you realise they're fake, when you look back on it again, it's like, oh, well. And I feel like that's with magic, you might get that dopamine hit for 1 second where it's like, oh my god, and they're all like going crazy, but then that's it. And it's one of them where it's like, we're in an attention economy, and Andrew Tate says this as well, but we're in an attention economy, and people do anything for views, and I feel like if you're doing magic, especially people that don't know magic, but they've just done something where it's kind of like actors, if you're doing it for like a comedy skit and stuff, like that's a different story. But people doing fake magic, it has no room in the community for me at all. And I feel like a lot of magicians would agree, and I feel like a lot of others may disagree because, you know, it could bring in views and stuff for them. But my opinion is, look, F the views and stuff like that. Do something for you that's real, that you can create some sort of value, and then everything would come in. And yeah, that's what I feel like I'm slowly doing. Starting, not I am doing, but I mean starting as well. But guys, look, we're 25 minutes in. This has been a deep episode again. However, I feel like you've enjoyed it. If you come this far, tap yourselves on the back. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out any of my other podcast episodes as well. I hope you like this. This is going to be the finale of Why I Hate Magic. I won't be talking about any of this for a very long time unless something happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next Monday. Well, I will be here next Monday. This will be coming out on the Sunday on YouTube, or if you listen to this is the Saturday. That's what I wanted to say. For the people that listen to stuff on podcast platforms, this comes out first. So you guys, if you listen to this right now on like Spotify, Apple, blah, 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 you guys have got an exclusive because the video doesn't come out till tomorrow, which would be a Sunday. So yeah, big up yourselves if you're one of the listeners. However, if you're watching this on YouTube, I respect you, and I will see you guys next week. This has been your boy Ricky2ra. Stay strong. Peace, stay strong, and remember always, follow your dreams.